This is Mrs. Robertson, and we do have one person not here today, so I hope you're watching this video. We are on the second page of the packet, and it's finding the perimeter and area of triangles and trapezoid notes. So, the perimeter, you add all the sides for both a triangle and a trapezoid. The formula for the area of a triangle, there are two of them that you can use. It could be 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. Both of these will give you the same answer. All right? So, let's go to this one here. Area formula, 1/2 base times height. Substitution. You're going to take 1/2 times 8, and this is the height. 7 is the height. That's a perpendicular distance. Times 7. Half of 8 is 4, and 4 times 7 is 28 meters squared. Now, let's say that you did it using the other formula, where you'd have 8 times 7 divided by 2. 8 times 7 is 56, and 56 divided by 2 is 28. All right, so you would get the same answer. Now in this one, if I told you that this was an isosceles triangle, you would know that this would be 9. Just by looking at it without me saying that, you couldn't do the perimeter of this shape. But I'm going to tell you now. Let's say it's an isosceles triangle. To find the perimeter, you will have 8 plus 9 plus 9. And that gives you what? 26. 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 8, yeah, 26 meters. Any questions on that? Okay, let's go to the next triangle, and I want you to put this right here. This is a right triangle, a right angle. That means this is perpendicular to that, so 11 is going to be your base, and 8 is also going to be your height. So I want you to do that problem right now. Okay, now on that problem, crooked. Okay, let me unfreeze that. Okay, so the formula, base times height divided by 2 is one of them. So if I take 8 times 11 is 88 divided by 2 gives me the answer 44 meters squared. Any questions? And for the perimeter, it'll be 8 plus 11 plus 15, and 8 plus 11 is 19 plus 15 is what, 34 meters? Is that what you have? All right. Now, the next formula that you're going to do will be trapezoids. And a trapezoid, the formula is, there are two formulas for the trapezoid. First of all, the perimeter, you add all the sides. And then the area for a trapezoid is 1/2 the height times B1 plus B2. So let's write that down. 1/2 times the height times, in parentheses, B1. Oh, let me make sure we can see that there. There we go. So the area of a trapezoid, you take half of the height, which is the distance between the parallel sides, times B1 plus B2. All right. Now the B1s and the B2 are the two sides that are parallel. So this could be a B1 and this could be B2. Or you could say this is B2 and this is B1. It doesn't matter if you make the longer one B1 or the shorter one B1. But for a trapezoid, they are the two parallel sides that are labeled the B's. And the height is the distance between the parallel lines. Okay? 9 is our height. So make a dotted line and put a right angle symbol so you know that that's the perpendicular distance, which will give you the dotted line. All right? Now, let's go ahead and do our area. The other way of doing it, you can take your height times B1 plus B2 and then divide it by 2 also. Will give you the same answer. So if you take, you add your B1 plus B2, take it times the height, and then divide it by 2, it'll still give you the same answer as 1/2 the height times B1 plus B2. I usually use this one the most. This is the formula I generally use. So the formula for this one, 1/2 times the height times B1 plus B2. Substitution. Half of 9, which is 4.5, times 16 plus 8. So I'm going to have 4.5 times 16 plus 8 is going to be, what, 24? So 4.5 times 24 will give you the answer. 24 times 4 5/10 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, a place value 0, 16, carry a 1. One number behind the decimal point, so it's 108 meters squared. Now, to do the perimeter, I'm going to say that this is going to be 12.5 meters. Okay? Now, if I've given you this information, you can find the perimeter. You will add 16 plus 8 plus 12 plus 12.5. Now, if I had not given you that, could you have found the perimeter? No. Remember, the perimeter is adding all the solid sides. So 16 plus 8 is what? 24 plus 24.5, and you get 48.5 meters. Any questions? Yes?
So if you don't have all sides, how do you get to?
I'll be honest, in 6th grade, they don't really focus much on perimeter for your standards. You're not going to see very many perimeters on a test. But I want you to know, if they want you to do it, they'll put them all in. You just need to know what's a height and what's a side. Okay, do you all know the difference between a height and a side now? Good. It's very easy to get them confused. All right. Now, in this problem, let's put a right angle right here. Now, with that being a right angle, we know that 12 is going to be a height. Annabelle. I just put it in there. I said, let's say, since we don't know the side, it's 12.5.
So is it not the same way as 12?
No, really, I think it's a little bit longer. All right. So, but I could see if I hadn't have put that, a lot of you would have just assumed it was going to be 12, wouldn't you? Because you're really good at that. And that's fine. But I don't think we're going to be tested over any of those, but I want you to know the distance between a perimeter and an area, and I think you all knew that. But I know with COVID, sometimes things I think you know, you haven't had. So I just want to make sure I go over all of these things. All right, so now we know that this is also the height. The formula for the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 the height times B1 plus B2. Why do I make you write the formula down so many times? The more you write it down, the stronger your knowledge is going to be of these trapezoids. So when I substitute, my height is 12. Half of 12 is 6 times 18 plus 20. So 6 times 18 plus 20 is 38. Equals 8, carry a 4. 18 plus 4 is 22. 228 meters squared. Any questions on that? Pretty good. The perimeter on this one, for a trapezoid which has 4 sides, you just add them together. 12 plus 18 is 30, plus 20 is 50, plus 14 is 64 meters. Any questions? Yes?
I was wondering why you put like the 2 after your area answer.
The 2, that's a good question. It means we're counting little squares, flat squares. Nothing means a straight line. So when you don't have anything, it's a straight line. The little 2 means we're doing little squares, and later on it's going to be like meters cubed. Then you are counting little cubes. Okay? So you can't tell that's a cube. I can draw a little cube better, but so when it has a 3, you're counting cubes. When it has a little 2, it's flat squares, and when it doesn't have anything, it's just a straight line. Do you see how to code that now? Yes.
When do you know when to not use the 2?
When not, well, when it's a perimeter, it's not a 2.
When it's not 2.
The only time you use the 2 is for an area, okay? And the only time you use a 3 is for a volume, for your labels, all right? We're going to practice that a lot this week and next week. Okay, so now what I have here are some problems for you to practice on. And, okay, in this example, let's not do the perimeter because they don't have sides for the perimeter, do they? Now, let me put this on pause. On this problem, I don't want you to do the perimeter. On the trapezoid, we're not going to do the perimeter today. On this problem, we're not going to do the perimeter. This one, you can do the perimeter. And a right triangle. This right triangle one is sort of tricky. Let's just draw the triangle. All right. If you think about it, kids, which side has to be the hypotenuse? The hypotenuse is the side opposite the right angle. Okay, so draw a right angle like this. This is going to be 9, this is 5, and this is 7. The hypotenuse is the side opposite the right angle. And we're going to do a lesson on angles later on. But that's what this shape looks like. Now you can find the area and the perimeter of that shape. Now this is a trapezoid. B1 and B2, they're parallel. I'm going to say this is B1, it's 6. This is B2, it's 8. The height is 4. And the side is 5. Okay, kids, let's make this over here. This is going to be the height. Whoops, I want it to be perpendicular. Okay, I'm going to give it a right angle. This is 4, and this side is the slanty. It's going to be longer than 4. And this side is 5. All right, now you can find the perimeter of that shape. Yes. Let's go back up to this one here. The 6, put a right angle in that. The right angle means that this is going to be your height, and it's also a side of the trapezoid, okay? In that one. Okay, real quick for those that are not here, here are the answers to the first two. We have 18 miles squared and 3 meters squared. You can pause at any time if you need longer to look at these problems. For this one, our area is 1 8900 centimeters squared, 72 meters squared, and the perimeter is 38 meters. And on the last ones, our area is 17.5 centimeters squared, 21 centimeters, and for this one, 28 meters squared and 23 meters. Any questions? For homework tonight and classwork today, I want you to do all of this, and on the other side, I want you to find the area and perimeter of the trapezoids. Now, trapezoid, the formula for the area, that's what they want you to do here. For perimeter, put at all sides. Now, we don't have this side on this one, do we? Let's just say this side is also 4 inches. So let's put 4 inches on that, okay? Everyone added that? Okay, if this side is 9, let's say these are, if you folded them, it would be the same thing. They have folding identity. So let's just put that this is 9 millimeters also. So this side's going to be 9 millimeters. Okay, let's just say for all of these trapezoids, let's say this side is also 11 feet. And if this is 6, we're going to say this is 6 feet. Okay, only on these because it looks like if we fold them, we're going to match, and they look like they have one line of symmetry. It looks like they're symmetrical. If you would fold them, they would match. So that's what we're going to do for these problems today for the perimeter. So that's what you're going to do. Now, look at problem number 6. In number 6, it says each equation gives the height of the triangle. Or which equation? Okay, see this over here? The area is 84 inches squared. The base is 14. So this is one where you have the equation 84 equals 1/2 times the height times 14. All right? So kids, what you're going to do is take half of, because of the commutative property, you can move those around, take half of 14, then divide it by that, and then you'll have h all by itself. So your job is to get h all by itself. One of these answers is correct for which equation gives the height of the triangle. Okay? All right. I am going to let you work on your homework. Have a good day.